Here on the weekly report for women's basketball, we're with the head coach of the women's basketball team, Ed Swanson, on the Ed Swanson Show. And let's go back to the Bahamas for a second, if we could. You beat Auburn out of the SEC. That's a great win for the program. We all know that. I just wondered, in your time here, where does that win rank as far as regular season, non-conference games, beating a team out of the SEC as you did in Auburn?
Well, every win's a good win, and I would say it ranks up there. And going to the Bahamas was kind of a twofold, mix in business with pleasure a little bit. And the idea was to try to get a team from a BCS conference on a neutral floor. It's very difficult for us to get one of the BCS schools to come to our campus and play at the Pitt Center, and usually we're going away for guarantees to play on their home floor. I just thought, a neutral court would be the perfect opportunity, and things just worked out as planned.
All right, and besides the win and the basketball, I know talking to a couple of the other staff members, it was important for you guys to kind of reward the senior class with the special trip. You think it all worked out pretty well, and talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, for those who know me, mixing business and pleasure are kind of hard. But I think that the trip, I guess only time will tell. But I thought it was important for the team to get away and early in the season here and have a little. Our chemistry has been off a little bit on the floor. It still has a long way to improve. But I think the seniors, the Maggie Cosgroves, the Mo Rileys, the Elisa Appos, Marky Schmitz, who've really done a great deal for the program. So it was a little bit of rewarding, and then at the same time, like I said, trying to get one of the major schools on a BCS comp. But it was elite competition, and I think we enjoyed all aspects of the trip.
All right, you shook your lineup up a little bit. Erica Norman and Morgan Merriman making starts and getting into the starting lineup. What was the reason behind that, and how did it work out?
Well, I just didn't like the way we were starting games off. I thought we were too complacent, and we were digging ourselves holes early the first 5 minutes of the game. So if things aren't working, you got to try to fix it and mix things up a little bit. And we're not the only team in the country that are mixing things up. So we're trying to find the right combinations. And for Wednesday's game, Maggie will go back into the starting lineup. I thought she had a pretty good weekend. Nothing that Erica did very well in the Auburn game, and kind of fell back a little bit in the Boston College game, but that's what freshmen do. And Morgan just had a terrific start to the season here, and we're gonna maybe keep her in the lineup and maybe switch. We're gonna see how things go today in practice and getting ready for Albany tomorrow.
And great segue, because you have Albany on your home floor, an America East school, and a pretty good matchup for you guys, I think. What are you looking for from your team tomorrow, and what challenges do the Great Danes pose?
Well, they pose a great challenge. They're 5-0, and sometimes when you're 5-0, you forget how to lose. And they've been playing with a high energy. They have a new coach first year, and they've really been getting after it defensively, finding ways to win. They have terrific guard play, which is going to be important for us to neutralize a little bit. But they also have a terrific rebounder inside, Julia Foster, and out of Long Island, who we're going to have a tough task keeping her off the glass. So it should be a good, matchup. Our non-conference schedule is a very challenging one, and this one is another game that hopefully prepare us a little bit for the Northeast Conference season when it rolls around.
And speaking of that, we'll finish with this, because this is the weekly show. Also this week, besides Albany, you have another team that hasn't lost in a little while. That's UConn. What is that experience going to be like to take on the Huskies at the XL Center on Sunday afternoon?
When do we play them? Oh, Sunday. First things first. We got to treat Albany like the Super Bowl tomorrow, and then Thursday we'll talk and start preparing for the University of Connecticut. We know what we're up against. That's a type of game. I don't think you measure your success by a win or a loss. So, we'll worry about that when the time comes. But we're looking forward to that matchup as well.
All right. Great job in the Bahamas, and good luck the rest of the week, Coach. Thanks a lot for the time.
Thanks, Randy.
Ed Swanson, the head coach of the women's basketball team. Big week for the Pioneers, starting Wednesday night here at the Pitt Center against Albany.